Mystery Mouse podcast. My name is Holly, and I'm coming to you from Colorado, where I live with my husband and our 5 kids and our many pets. And today is Saturday, January 3rd. So I have not had a regular podcast in a super long time. I did do a Vlogmas, sort of. Vlogmas. And I did record a little bit every day in December to Christmas. I have not yet done the last few days. I haven't put them up yet, but I think I'll probably put them at the end of the episode, because as we got closer and closer to Christmas, I filmed less and less. So I'm afraid if I just put it together as its own episode, it would be very, very short. So I probably will put that at the end of the episode. But today I wanted to talk to you about my knitting, crochet, cross stitch, books, just some things I got for Christmas, knitting related and book related. And I wanted to update you. If you saw my last Vlogmas episode, there were 3 present projects I was trying to get done. I did not get any of them done. In fact, I have them all here because I have not given them yet. Well, I gave them in progress and then I took them back. So, except for the last one, which I will show you. It is almost ready to go. But anyway, I don't really know where to start. I have so much to talk to you about. I have not filmed a regular podcast since before October, I think. So I feel like I've done no knitting and also a ton of knitting. I don't know how that is happening. But let me show you some finished objects. I really have only one actually finished object, which is a hat I made for my husband. And it's a very kind of squat and wide hat. I always have this trouble with hats. He said specifically he did not want a tight hat. So this is really nice yarn. This is EB&Co. It's their Wisconsin woolen spun. It's Susan B. Anderson's yarn. This is their Wisconsin woolen spun fingering, and I held it double to make like a DK worsted weight, and it's very fluffy, so it's probably more like a worsted. But it made a really nice fabric, and it definitely softened up when I blocked it. So I don't know how many stitches I cast on. It was like 120 or something, and then I just knit up, I don't know, like 5 or 6 inches, and I started decreasing, and I think I just decreased a little too rapidly because it's a little bit puffy around the top. And but it's okay. It fits, I think, pretty much how he wants it to fit. And he wanted it to when he's out late at night. So anyway, that is done. That felt good to finish. I wanted to put it in his stocking, but I did not get that done for Christmas. I'm drinking coffee in a tiny mug. I love tiny mugs the best. Both because they are cute and also because I want to drink my coffee before it gets colder. I'm just not going to drink it. So some other things I almost finished. I almost finished my Christmas socks. I really wanted to get these done so I could wear them around Christmas time. They're with this yarn, which is West Yorkshire Spinners in what kind of color was that? Is it Nutcracker? I don't remember. But I have both my socks done except for the heels. So I just need to put the heels in. Look, I even have a big sewing needle ready to go. And I had a hard time figuring out what I wanted to do for the heel, and I think I decided on this. This is an old yarn that I dyed. It's just like it's like a cool white with gray speckles. So that'll be a nice contrast. And I also cast on, I think this is why I haven't done the heel yet, because I stole the needles and I cast on a little sweater for Grady's lion, Leonard. So I just split for the sleeves, and I don't know why. I don't know what I was thinking. So I knit this. I just like knit it to fit, right? But I'm knitting it on size 1 needles like it's a sock. Why did I do that? Why didn't I put it on like size 4? because it doesn't need to wear well. He's a stuffed animal. He's not walking on this. Anyway, so I'm really annoyed about that. But just because I don't want to knit the rest of the sweater on size 1 needles, it will take forever. It's more stitches around than a sock right now, but I don't know what to do. Anyway, I tried this on him and it fits, but it just goes down under his arms. It needs like this much added to it because he's a very long and skinny stuffed animal. Anyway, I do want to finish those socks. I will wear them all year. It doesn't bother me that they're not Christmas socks, although it'd be nice to save them for Christmas, but I don't know if I have the strength to do that. This is in my little Tinseltown. I don't remember what she called this. This is a bag by Susan of Delightful Works, and it's so cute. It's one of my faves. I always use this bag. The other thing that is almost finished is my other pair of socks. These are in this old set that I did. I don't remember what it was called. Storytime? Something? Autumn Storytime? Anyway, and I did a self-striping yarn. And I made the first sock to show the yarn. And then I never knit the second sock. Well, the second sock is now done, except for the heel. So once again, I just need to put in the heel. So I guess I just need to sit down and do a bunch of heels in a row. Then I have this. Okay, look at this bag. It's a Christmas tree. It's so cute. So this is from Susan. I don't know if she has any bags like this in her shop, but she sent this to me as a Christmas present. So thank you, Susan. And it's a nice big bag. And I have in here my shawl. I will put a picture. I will put a picture up here of the shawl in the photo, the pattern photo. I don't remember what it's called, but it's basically a plaid shawl where you knit stripes and then you weave in the contrast colors to make the plaid. I have not woven in the contrast colors yet. So you start knitting on this long side here. This is using Chicken Lady's Thicket colorway, which I love. And then I have a bunch of stripes. I ran out of Thicket right around here. And then this is my Hobbit colorway that I did for one of my Classic Tales boxes, which has a lot of the same colors in it, but it's not the same proportions at all. So she's got little light bits and I've got little dark bits. But I don't think when it's on, anyone will notice. So I just need to go through and weave in my contrast colors. And I don't know, I guess I'm afraid it's going to take forever. It probably wouldn't be that bad. And then I do need to weave in all these ends. It's a lot of ends. So I'm really excited about this, though. It's really nice, big neckerchief kind of shawl. It will be very cozy under my coat. I have like a black plaid coat. It's like black and it's got kind of these colors, plaid. So I thought this would look really nice with it. So another reason I want to get this done is because I want to have all the leftovers to add to some blankets I am planning. So I'm very excited. I'm thinking about doing a blanket episode. So, because I've got plans and they're all blankets. And there's other things I want to make too. Maybe it will be a future cast-ons kind of plans video, because I think this is going to be long enough. But anyway, it all fits very nicely in this bag. It's so, so cute. So I want to get that shawl done too. There's a cat playing in the hallway upstairs as loudly as possible. Okay, I want to show you this. This is This is another bag by Susan of Delightful Works. It's her cowboy bag. This is for our cowboy knit along that we did earlier in the year, which I did not finish. But I did work on it a little bit, so I just thought I'd show you where I was for... it looks so pretty. Every time I get it out, I'm like, oh yeah, looks super pretty. Anyway, I have knit some on the body. And is that the back? Yeah, that's the back with the short rows. Here's the front. And I really want to finish this and just wear it. Anyway, I'm in the mindless knitting part, which is really nice. And I think there's more color work at the bottom, which will be by that time a nice change to get to. But I'm really enjoying knitting this, and I can't wait to wear it. That is a pattern by Cheryl of Wise Owl Knits, and I will link it below. And also, I could have all these. I'm collecting DK leftovers, so this is a DK sweater. And this is my Ghost Riders colorway that I did special for the Mal. I really like it. Let me update you on the presents that I was working on. So first of all, I was knitting mittens for my brother's girlfriend, and I finished the first mitten. Not in time for Christmas. I was like here on Christmas Day, and so I stuck it in a box and was like, here, I need to get this back from you so I can work on it. So, and I have not blocked it yet. This is the Prancing Pony mittens. I did the cuff differently. It's got that like, it's got more color work and then lap-band braid, and I did not want to take the time to learn how to do that. And so I just did some ribbing and a row of green, and then I started the chart, which I think was a good idea. Oh, it looks so good. And then the back of the mitten, this caused me a lot of grief. It's got this tiny pattern, and I messed it up a lot of times, and I had to tink back. And then here's the thumb. Now this mitten, this is the medium size. Her hands are a little bit bigger than mine. This mitten is way too big for me. Like, my finger is here, and there's like lots of room. But I think it's a little bit better for her. I feel like the thumb is just really far down, and I could have put the thumb up a few more rows higher, and then her hand would have filled it up more, but it's okay. It's very pretty. But now I have to make the second one. So I need to work on that, and I just cast on this rib cuff and try not to be scared about it. The thing was, the color work is fun, but you definitely have to look at the chart the entire time. Come here. What are you doing?
Hey, Mom.
Yes.
I want to be with you.
But I'm filming a podcast. What are you supposed to be doing right now?
Mom, please.
What are you supposed to be doing right now?
Please.
No. You are supposed to be taking a nap.
Please, Mom. Please.
Grady, you do this every single day.
Yes. No, please.
Do you want to tell everybody what you got for Christmas?
There's a lot of things. What?
Well, what's something that you remember?
Something that I was married.
What's that?
A gun.
Oh, yeah, your pirate gun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, leave me alone, please.
Huh?
Okay, listen, you have to go back upstairs. I can't do this while you are here, okay?
Mom, please.
Can you sit down right there and be very quiet? Sit down.
Grady.
Uh-oh.
Grady. Come here, honey.
What is this, Mom?
I know, leave Mama alone. Mama is trying to film her podcast.
Yes.
She will own, and yes, and you're supposed to be taking a nap. Come here. Come on, bud. Well, come here. Go in your room. Play with Big Brother Toby.
I put this project in this little bag. This is actually available in my shop right now as a little hat kit. I love this bear. He is the cutest. So these are still available in my shop if you are interested. But I'm just using for this mitten fingering weight green yarn that I dyed. This might be Grady Fletcher. I'm not sure. And this is just actually a yarn I got at Hobby Lobby. It's one of their Yarn Bee authentic hand dyed. It's just like a tan with brown speckles. It was exactly what I was looking for because I was thinking, okay, I can either dye a yarn for this, you know how it is. It's like I need it last week, or I can go see if I can find it. And it was just what I was looking for. And I think they look really nice together. So anyway, she is a big Lord of the Rings fan, and she knew right away what it was, so that was nice. So I've got to work on that. I had it in this little DPN holder that Emily of Oldenburn made me. So I know, you know, it's not like she's waiting anxiously for me to finish this, but I don't want it to be like, guess what? Next year you get the second mitten. Anyway, okay. And then, all right, so this is the one that is the closest to being finished because I'm going to give this to Mary for her birthday. Her birthday was New Year's Eve, but Sunday, tomorrow, is her birthday party day as we're having dinner with my family after church. And so I'm giving her little panda bear. In the book, her name is Mia. I think that's what she wants to call her. So I gave her big eyes. She still looks a little concerned. And I made this dress for her. This was the dress she had in the book. And in the book, I think it's like white and pale blue. I picked these colors. These are actually left over from my advent calendar last year that I did, my Murder, She Wrote advent calendar. So this teal, and this was the main skein, the Christmas morning sky. I really like how they look together. She looks very 80s. It's these like pops of color against black and white, super 80s to me. And I just put a little bow in her hair. I think she's super pretty. I need to put some buttons on the back and weave in the ends of this. But I put a beanbag in her bottom, so she sits really nice. Yeah, I'm really proud of her. These patterns are great. This is from that book, Knitted Wild Animal Friends by Louise Crowther, I think. And this is the second one I've made. The first one was Leonard Grady's Lion. And I just think they have just turned out really well. They look very, I don't know, professional. They look very nice. And I did knit the panda in the called for yarn, but the clothes are just fingering weight that I had already. And this is an interesting little eyelet pattern, which I think over here in one of these sides in the back I got messed up because they're supposed to be offset. And in the back up near the top, I have a couple that are like lined up. But it was interesting because you had to increase along here. And so every row where you had eyelets was different almost. And it was a little challenging, but it was fun. I would love to make her some more clothes, but this is all she's getting for now. So I'm so happy I got her done. That was one nice thing that I knew because I was going to try to get it done for Christmas, but I knew if I didn't get it done, her birthday 6 days later, gives me a little more time. Okay, so that's almost all the knitting. I've got something I will go back to in a minute, but the last present that I was working on is this cross stitch for Elizabeth. This is called Anne's Orchard. It's Anne of Green Gables inspired. And so last time I showed you, I did not have this bottom row done. And there were a couple bare trees up here still. So now I have all the trees have their leaves up in the top, and all the trunks and branches are cross-stitched in, and I just have to fill in the rest of the leaves. I really, really enjoyed doing this. The trees were a little tedious, but it was really nice that I didn't have to look at the pattern. I could just see where they were supposed to go, and I knew they were all the same. I figured out the color sequence. So anyway, I think I can do like a tree's leaves in about, I don't know, half an hour, 20 minutes maybe. So it's not too bad, but it's not, you know, instantaneous either. So I want to get this done and I want to frame it for her. But I wrapped it up like this, you know, and I gave it to her. And I said, I'm going to need that back. But she really liked it, so that was nice. All right, so let me just, while I'm talking about cross-stitch things, let me just show you a couple other things I worked on after Christmas. Even though there's things I should finish, I wanted to just do some things for fun. So I think on New Year's Day, I finished this. Do you remember this? This little Beauty and the Beast cross-stitch. So all I had to do was finish the rows, and I had to do these hearts and all the back stitch. And I had stopped because Mrs. Potts was supposed to have these blue eyes, and I did all of her with just the white. And then I was like, I was mad. So I stopped, but I went back and fixed it. And I put all the back stitch in, and the back stitch is so neat because it just makes such a difference. It's so small, and it just gives everything such personality. And I was very proud of myself because I had to do some French knots. And okay, these chip eyes are not very good, but the Beast French knots look pretty good. And I'm very proud of it. Anyway, I'm not sure what I'm going to finish it like. I think you're supposed to finish it. It's almost like a little tag. Let me see if I can find. All right, this is how they tell you to finish it, which is really cute. It's like a little tag, and they have some fabric up here. It looks kind of like a bookmark. And they include this little charm, so I do have that. So I don't know if I'm going to do that. I might, and then hang it up in my office, but I just love it. I think it's so cute. And it was really nice just to finish something, and it didn't take that long. So that was one thing that I finished. And then I had a new start. So once I finished that, I was like, okay, now you can start something. So I started this little Wee Santa 2025. I love this because of the gooses, because there's 5, so they're like my 5 kids. There's one right there. And I just thought that was really cute. So all I've done so far is I started his coat. And I was really worried that I had cut this fabric too small, but I think it's all right. Because this is like, I think something just comes on the other side of this. And then it's just his feet and his head and hat. So I think I'm going to have plenty of room. And then there's gooses over here. And I'm really excited because I am using fancy floss for this. I joined the Fat Quarter Shop Fancy Floss or Floss Fix Club for Classic Color Works. And I also, when I got this pattern, I bought this from Lindy Stitches. I did get some of the recommended colors, because these are all with hand-dyed flosses. So I looked through the ones I had. I did not have all of the right colors, but I had enough colors so that I could, you know, approximate the colors used in the pattern. And I really, really like these colors. So these are all hand-dyed floss, which is fun. I have never used hand-dyed floss for a whole project before. So I am very excited about that. Anyway, right now, sadly, living in a baggie, but I think I could clean out this Beauty and the Beast bag and put it in there. Oh, and while I'm talking about cross stitch, Ivy totally went cross stitch crazy. She's 13, And she went cross-stitch crazy for Christmas and made like my mom and my dad and Paul's girlfriend and me all cross stitches for Christmas. She didn't finish mine, but this is what she did. She did this in like a few days, and it was a ton. It's supposed to be Puss in Boots. So she said she had a problem over here and she just made it work. Which is just like her. She won't go back and fix it. She'll just make it work. It needs a face. And I don't know, I think there's supposed to be stuff going on over here, but anyway, I thought that was very cool. This is a pattern, I think, by Joan Elliott, and she did a bunch of pantomime patterns, and I gave a bunch of them to Ivy, and she picked this one to do for me. So I thought I would show that. She's supposed to finish it. I wanted to talk to you about my advent calendar. So my advent calendar this past year, 2025, was Christmas in the Castle Library. And it was Beauty and the Beast inspired. Also, Emily of Oldenburn sent me this bag. And I put all my advent calendar minis in this. So one thing that you got, if you got my advent calendar, was you got this little notions pouch from Susan of Delightful Works. It was very special little thing I did this year. And I wanted to show you the pattern that I designed for this. So I am knitting the pattern right now with the advent yarn, which I had not done yet. So this is day 1, and I just started day 2. And this is the library section. It's supposed to look like little books. So let me show you my sample. So this is not in the advent colors at all, but this is sort of what it will look like, because I did make some changes after I finished this. So we have this Castle Library section, and in the pattern, what I decided to do is have you do colors 1 through 5 and then repeat. So this is actually only 8 book stripes, and in the written pattern it's 10, so you'll have a repeat of 5 stripes. And then you pick up and knit, which side? I think it's this side. You pick up and knit along here, along the edge, and you do some garter wedges. And I think I also added some width to the garter wedges, so they are a little bit bigger than this. And there are 3 colors, and they're kind of in a gradient. Yeah, so I have these 3 colors in a row. So it's Who Could Ever Learn to Love a Beast, The West Wing, and Tale as Old as Time. This is kind of like the beast side. So that will be on this side. And then after you're done with those, you'll pick up stitches on the other side of the library section and do more garter ridges. The bell side. So first we have Library Dress, Be Our Guest, and Song as Old as Rhyme. So which means that your Tale as Old as Time and Song as Old as Rhyme will meet in the front. They'll be next to each other in the front, which will be cool. And then you pick up and you knit color 12 along for the neckband. And I have instructions for how to keep your books pointy. So I did some decreases or something in here. I can't remember, it's in the pattern. And I also gave instructions for if you wanted to widen out your garter stitch section, where to do that. So I do not have numbers for the neckband or the bottom band, because it just depends on if you decided to widen it out or not. Because you could just knit until you run out of yarn on these garter stitch sections. And then with your main color, you're going to, and see, this is where the pattern varies a little bit from the way I did my test knit, because I tested this out with these little tabs to like connect it in the front, and then I didn't like them. They were not sturdy enough. So, but you're going to knit down each of the front edges. I just wanted to give it some cohesion. And then the bottom border is a single color brioche. And I did it in the sparkly yarn, which was really nice. But you'll do that with your main color, which is just called Christmas in the Castle Library. It's just a speckly, very pale gray. So that's basically the caplet or the capelet. And you could make this as long as you want. So hopefully, my goal was that you could have it like a little shawl that closed in the front. Oh, I forgot the closure. Where did I put that? Oh, so in the front, I have you do some like alternating yarn over buttonholes. And then you knit this little enchanted rose and weave the stem through. And then you have a little rose and you can feel like, oh, a beautiful princess. And you can also use this as a bookmark because this is just an I-cord with a flower on the top. So if you are a bookish person like Belle. So anyway, you could make the thing wider to fit your shoulders, hopefully, and you can just knit as long as you want because you have a full skein for the border. So I would be very interested to know if you are making the this pattern. Please let me know if you get stuck or have any trouble with the directions or anything. I had someone do a little test knitting for me and look the pattern over, which I so appreciate. And I think that helped a lot because she found some problems. But anyway, I wonder if I can hold up all the colors. I am very, very happy with how this advent calendar turned out. And let me tell you, designing an advent calendar is not just like, there's a lot of thinking, a lot of brain goes into it because especially since I include a pattern, I want the pattern to look nice. And I want the yarns to be interesting. And sometimes those two things don't go together. So I know this yarn is going to go next to this yarn. Yarn A is going to go next to yarn C or whatever. And you don't want them to compete with each other. And so I really wanted to have a mix of variegateds and tonals and speckles and not let the yarns, you know, they have to all have a feel. They have to have a go together vibe. So, I mean, I have these ones already balled up. Oh, and this one, this is number 1. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. These ones are balled up because you do the rows out of 3 and 4. And then here's 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10, 11, 12. And I love this one. This is day 12. The Enchanted Rose. The other thing is to try to have something special for Christmas Eve when you're only doing 12 days. It's nice to have something a little special for the second to last day. So anyway, also 2 special stitch markers from my friend Elizabeth at EB&Co US. She did Mrs. Potts because, of course, you guys know Mrs. Potts is my favorite Disney character of all time. And I love Angela Lansbury, who did her voice. And the other one came with the Enchanted Rose yarn, and it is this Enchanted Rose. And I love them both so much. And they go with their yarns beautifully. And Mrs. Potts. And I had so much fun putting that all together and deciding which day they were going to be on. All of that. So anyway, I hope if you got the advent calendar that you loved it. I got a lot of good feedback. Thank you so much. And let me know what you're making, whether you're making my pattern or something totally different. I always think it's interesting to see how people decide to use the yarn. And I'm excited to knit this because then I'll have the sample in the actual yarn. And this lace pattern is really fun to make. And I know Emily is making just a cowl, just doing, like, she's just continuing this section. And that is a great idea because this is a really fun pattern. It's easily memorized. It's like, it's basically, well, it's a 2-row repeat, and then there's some different rows in the middle. But it's very easy to memorize and fun to make. So let me know what you're making. I'm very interested to know. I hope that you guys like this rose. It was fun to make. So basically what I did was you just make an I-cord and do some increases in the round. I have directions for, you know, changing it to like 3 DPNs in the round. And then you knit the little bud in the center and close it off. And then you pick up stitches around the outside of the bud and knit like 3 individual petals. I think it turned out good. I'm happy with it. And then I sewed, of course, the petals are all like floppy. So when I sewed it, when I wove the ends in, I like tacked down the petals some so that they wouldn't flop open. But then I just let them curl at the top because I think that looks nice, like a flower. So anyway, I'm excited to see it all put together. It's a little bit of a mystery for me too. I think I know what I'm doing for my advent calendar already for this year, although I keep getting new ideas and then I'm like, no, save it for the next year. Because one thing I really hate, I hate changing my mind. This drives my mom nuts because, like, I don't know, I probably told you this already. When I got married, I saw a wedding dress that I liked in a magazine, and then it was like I didn't want to look at any more dresses. I wanted that one. And my mom was like, don't you want to look around? You know, I think she wanted to, you know, go shopping and check things out, try things on. And I didn't want to. I had already made up my mind. And I'm the same way in a restaurant. If I decide what I'm going to eat, I close the menu because I don't want to change my mind. I don't know what that means, but anyway, I think I know what I'm going to do. My advent calendar will probably go on sale in the spring. And I'll probably do it like I did this year through PayPal. I'll put it up and you can just pay me through PayPal, and because I don't want to put it up for sale too early on my Etsy shop. Do I have any other new cast-ons? Yes, I have a new cast-on. Oh, I'm excited to show you. Now, this really should be part of my blanket episode, because the more I think about it, the more I feel like I need a blanket episode. But Ann Pinkava of Politically Incorrect Knitters is doing a new pattern called the Cottage Hearts Quilt. And I have been in the test group for that forever, but I was way, way too busy. And so a couple days ago, I think it was on New Year's Day, I cast on. And look! So I just have the top. So this is what I have so far. I mean, it doesn't look like hearts. It looks like little sunglasses. But it is hearts. It's the top edge. And then the hearts will fit in here. So I was really scared of the cast on because it was very tricksy. But there was an alternative way to do it. And so I did it that way and it worked fine. And so that means I'm going to have to sew together. This part with this part. But that's okay. I don't really mind. And I think, so let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5. I think I'm going to do 7 across because I want a decent sized blanket and I don't mind if it takes a while. I think my only rules for myself is that I'm going to try to do like a variegated next to a tonal, or, you know, a speckle or variegated and a tonal. So here I have this speckly one, so I need a tonal and then a speckly one, and then I will alternate them as I go down. So underneath this will be a variegated one. But anyway, I'm really enjoying it. It's really fun to make, and I will let you know when the pattern comes out. I think she's trying to get it out really soon, and I have not helped at all. I'm sorry, Anne, but I'm really enjoying making it now that I finally have a little bit of time. Oh, it's so pretty. And it's DK, so I'm making this all with DK scraps and leftovers. I have some full skeins too. I want to do like one red heart near, like not quite in the middle, you know, but a little offset. One bright red heart. I think that will look really nice. So I'm really enjoying that. I'm doing that on size 6 straight needles. I kind of wish I had some short ones. I know the regular hearts are going to be bigger because this is like half a heart kind of. So maybe it won't be bad that they're long, but I really like short straight needles. Let me show you a few things I got for Christmas that are Yarny related. First of all, I told David there were 2 things I really, really wanted for Christmas. One was a bag from Susan of Delightful Works, because I don't have any of those. But I asked for this Rifle Paper Company one, and I just love it. It's so cute, and it's nativity. And I love the dark background and all the busyness and the red. I just think it is so cute. So I'm super happy to have that. It's a little cute tiny bag. So I am very excited to be able to put a Christmas project in here. And to be honest, I think I'm just going to use it right now because I think it's so cute. I need to find a good project for it though. So I told David I wanted a bag from Susan. And the other thing I told him I wanted was some Chicken Lady yarn. So he got me 3 skeins of Sweet Maple on the Americana DK. And he gave me a gift card for Chicken Lady. So I'm not sure if I should get more of this or something to go with it or something totally different. I was so worried he wasn't going to get it. I don't know why. He did great. Anyway, all I want to do is knit DK things right now. That's all I want to do. So I'm not sure what this is going to be. I haven't taken these out of the... All right, I'm going to do it. I haven't taken this out of the ball band yet. Just want to see the colors. So there's brown, gold, purpley, pink, and blue. It's so pretty. And it is very, very autumnal. So part of me is really tempted to make like a color work yoke sweater and use this for the color work to be, you know, the colors. I don't know. And I'm just really torn. So that's what I'm thinking about though. I have 3 skeins. So if I'm going to make a sweater, I definitely need more. Or I could just make I could just make a sweater. But then I would need more. But I could get more. I don't know. I'm really excited, but also really torn. So thank you, Lynn. And it's so funny because Lynn, every time David orders something for me, it's usually for Christmas or my birthday, she's always like, thank you, David. Holly? Question mark. Because she knows it's me, but it's David ordering. So no, I didn't know he was getting it, Lynn. I asked for it, but it was him. Anyway, so that was fun. That was my yarny, crafty things I got for Christmas. Now, I did get some booky things. First of all, this is the book I'm currently reading. Murder Fantastical by Patricia Moyes. Really enjoying this author right now. So this book has been really good so far. All of them are really different. This is the 4th one that I've read. Is it the 4th one? Yeah. And it's interesting because they're all, you know, they're mysteries, and there's definitely a sort of progression that's similar, but they've all got their own thing going on, and I really enjoy that. So this one's about sort of an interesting family, and there's sort of a historical, like in the family's past kind of aspect to it. Like that seems to be a thing she does a lot, where it's like there's an old mystery And then there's a new thing that happens that rakes up the old mystery. So anyway, really enjoying. So for my present from David's parents, they got me 2 more Patricia Moy's books because they saw that I was talking about them in my October vlog. So that was so nice. So I have Twice in a Blue Moon and Who Saw Her Die. And they said they were looking for ones that came after the ones that I had gotten at the Second and Charles. So I'm really excited. I did look at this. This one was published in 1970, so it's probably the next one that I need to read after this, just because I think the other ones were from the 80s. And then I haven't looked at this one yet. Always have to check and see when the copyright of a book is. Okay, this says 1993. And these look like they are, look at this. They have, so these are more recent reprints, but they are like an imprint that prints old books. So I did not know, like old mysteries, like Golden Age mysteries. So that is great. So I'm very excited about that. I was really surprised too. It was like they did their own detective work to find those. That was new. That was really neat. And then my brother's girlfriend got me this book, The Orphan Queen. And this is from Lamplighter Publications. So this is a book that was originally published in 1865 by Ottilie von Wildermuth. And she said this was one of her favorites growing up. So I am really excited to read this. This is like a genuine old school, old book. Oh, it's got illustrations. It's a beautiful book. It's like really nice. So I am excited to read that. And then this is another thing I asked for. Has anybody done these before? I have never done these, but I saw them in the bookstore. And so I mentioned this as a possible present for me, and David got this for me. It's called Myrtle Volume 1, 100 Elementary to Impossible Mysteries to Solve Using Logic, Skill, and the Power of Deduction. So I think they're little logic puzzles in a little story form. I love that kind of stuff. Kind of like Encyclopedia Brown for, you know, grown-ups. Maybe. I don't know if these are for grown-ups. But I'm really excited to try these. Now, I do have to sit down in the quiet and be able to focus. So that might be its own challenge, but I'm excited to try that out. And then this is actually a video game that I got for David, my husband, but it's The ABC Murders by Agatha Christie in a video game. So I gave him this with a bunch of snacks, and I said, we are going to do this together, like as a date. So we started it. We've played it twice. And of course, we both know the story of the ABC Murders, but it's really fun because you go to the places as Hercule Poirot and you kind of investigate the scene. And they have little puzzles to solve. Like they had a puzzle box you had to open. You know, you had to move stuff around and stuff like that. So that was really fun. And added a little zest. So I think we've gotten through the first murder, the A murder, and now we're on to B. Although I don't think B has happened yet, but we're like heading that direction. So anyway, so I'm enjoying it so far. I was worried that maybe it would be kind of like one of those games, like a first-person game where like you can move the camera all around, because those make me really car sick. Really bad. I cannot play them. But it's not like that. It's definitely like a third person. You can see Poirot from far away, and you move him and he moves a little bit, you know, so it's not crazy camera angles. So that's good. Anyway, I'm very excited about this and really enjoying playing that with him. I think I'm going to try to put the rest of my Christmas footage after this. So hopefully I won't wait so long to film again. Actually, I want to film a blanket episode pretty soon, so that will probably be the next thing you see. So I hope everybody had a wonderful December and a great Christmas and a wonderful New Year's and a great start to your year. I hope that you're having some nice time, a little break to knit and do all the crafty things. That's all I want to do. I just want to sit and knit and, you know, not move or cook or do anything. But unfortunately, life goes on. So, and there are people who expect things from me. So anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Brady, open the little bag first. When we
You gotta wait though.
What order are we doing?
I was like,
Brady's going first.
I don't know.
not so much. Good.
I used a whole roll. I used like a roll and a half one that entire day.
What is?
Come on, Toby.
Okay.
Use your muscles.
You were like disturbingly so excited for this. It's frightening.
It's gonna be great.
See the need for this, all this duct tape, but
To start a war.
more wrap stuff.
Here. You have to put the oven mitts on, Toby.
Oh, just because this would be too easy. And there's more.
How far down did I put the first one?
Like a whole half
Hey everybody, Merry Christmas Eve. It is Christmas Eve today. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We opened presents with my in-laws this morning. That was really fun on FaceTime. They live in North Carolina. And I got a couple books I will show you later. And we have been doing all the last minute things, the buying of the food, which is never done. The store was nuts today. It was nuts. There was just like people everywhere. I'm making queso in the crock pot. Really hope it turns out okay. It's not like a thing I normally make. And we're getting some pizza, and I've got like fruit salad, well, like a fruit tray and a vegetable tray and a salad. I'm trying to give some healthy options for my mom because she thinks you should always have a salad every time you eat food. I made fudge, which is not healthy, but that is my Christmas treat. So I'm walking Sasha because she insisted. There's about 20 things I still need to do. I still have presents to wrap. I still have a mitten I'm knitting. And I still need to finish Mary's panda. And I'm starting to get a little panicky about it, but not yet because, you know, the day's only half over. So I will try to show you some of our festive evening. We always watch Home Alone on Christmas Eve, and sometimes we watch Home Alone too, but I think we're just watching Home Alone this year. And so that will be fun. The kids really enjoy that tradition. The kids always enjoy traditions. I don't know. They just like traditions. It's that beautiful time of day. It's like the golden light. I'm feeling a little less stressed about everything, which is really nice. Probably just because one by one, all the deadlines are passing and I'm either getting everything done or I'm not, and then it's okay, you know, and that's nice. So anyway, it's a beautiful day. It's not cold at all. It's in the 60s. And we'll probably have a beautiful day tomorrow too.
So for me, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie, the first one, that was a little bit that way with built-in web shooters. I'm like, what do they do here? But then it's like the idea grew on me. Yeah. Much like his spinnerets.